We've all been there. You spend hours burning through a massive stack of textbooks just days before a major exam, only to realize the information has vanished from your memory almost immediately. But there is a specific alternative to this cycle. It's a strategy called spaced repetition, and it's the exact method I use to rank first in my internal medicine board exams. By the end of this 6-minute process, you will have built a personalized, automated calendar designed to lock information into your long-term memory. To build this system, we need to gather 3 specific items. Look at this setup. You need a complete syllabus of your topics, the exact date of your exam, and a blank spreadsheet or scheduling application. By putting in this organizational work now, you are replacing the guesswork of the last-minute rush with a structured plan. This transition helps ensure your study sessions actually result in long-term memory instead of temporary familiarity. Step 1 is scoping the material so we can establish the absolute boundaries of what needs to be learned. We extract every distinct subject from the raw syllabus and isolate them into a single, clean master checklist. Once we have that list, we define our total available study window. Simply count the days between today and your final exam date. Step 2 is determining the specific time gaps required between study sessions for each of those topics. The primary rule here is that complex, difficult, or highly unfamiliar topics require much shorter time gaps between your repetitions. Conversely, the easy or highly familiar subjects can tolerate much longer gaps before you need to review them again. Taking your master checklist, you will physically sort the topics into 2 distinct groups based on that rule, one for high difficulty and one for low difficulty. If you treat every subject the same, you risk wasting time on topics you already know, while leaving the most difficult material under-reviewed. Sorting them ensures your energy is concentrated where you have the most to gain. Now for Step 3, translating these sorted lists onto a day-by-day calendar grid to build your rotation. Here is a calendar grid next to 12 colored blocks representing 12 medical systems. We place one distinct subject on each of the first 12 days. Let's focus on day 1, the starting point of the loop, cardiology. Fast forward and we eventually complete our initial cycle on day 12. On day 13, the rotation restarts, forcing the subject from day 1 back onto the agenda. Notice the empty space between these identical sessions. This is a time gap. You will continue plotting topics from your sorted lists at their respective short or long intervals until every single day leading up to the exam is filled. Establishing this repeating loop removes daily decision fatigue. The calendar now dictates your strategy, freeing you to focus entirely on execution. Step 4 is execution, and I need to warn you about a psychological hurdle you will face when you encounter your first repetition day. Returning to a topic on day 13 causes profound discomfort. It feels like a massive amount of information has already been forgotten. The most critical mistake students make at this exact moment is panicking, abandoning the spaced calendar entirely, and reverting back to comfortable cramming. But this is a biological reality. The intense mental friction required to retrieve fading information is the exact mechanism that rebuilds and strengthens your neural connections. So if recalling the information feels difficult, you are doing it right. That struggle is a positive indicator that the system is actively working to make the memory permanent. Take a look at your completed tool and confirm that every subject on your syllabus has a dedicated repeating loop on the schedule. With this roadmap in place, you've created a path that makes cramming unnecessary. The work of deciding what to study is finished, leaving only the execution between you and a stress-free exam day. Lock in your schedule, close your planning tools, and begin day 1 immediately. Passing difficult exams requires studying strategically over time, rather than studying harder at the last minute. If you want deeper, subject-specific study tactics, click on the playlist on your screen right now.